Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Shoshana Gross. I am the manager of major events with the Ohio Restaurant Association, and I'm here today with Patty Halper, the executive director of the Ohio Restaurant Association Education Foundation. Welcome, Patty.
Thanks, Shoshana.
So glad that you're here today. Patty and I are going to be talking to everybody a little bit about the Ohio Restaurant Employee Relief Fund and all of the wonderful work that Patty has been spearheading along with other team members at the ORA. And so we have a couple of great new things that are happening. And so we wanted to just tell you guys a little bit about them.
Well, first, I want to make sure everyone knows what the Relief Fund is. We started it back in April. It was a collaborative effort of the Ohio Restaurant Association and its Ed Foundation, and it's to provide emergency funding for those in the restaurant, food service, and hospitality industries that have been displaced due to COVID-19. Even though everyone thinks, oh, we're open, the restaurants are now open, and we're very excited about that, and the bars are open, but unfortunately, most of the employees have not returned back to work yet, so there is still a great need for this funding. We provide grants to eligible applicants, and the grants are to be used for housing. It's for shelter, rent, housing, food, and medical supplies. So the really basic life essentials that everyone needs. And unfortunately, since these people haven't had a paycheck for almost 4 months now, some of them are in dire straits.
Yeah, and we are really thrilled to have been able to help as many people as we have, but the work is not over, like you said. There are still tons of people who need that support, who are looking for help, because they are still unemployed or severely underemployed, right?
Correct. Our last batch of candidates from probably the last 2 to 3 weeks, most of them have gone back to work. They're working 1 to 2 shifts. So we have to put ourselves in their place. If we were only working 1 to 2 days at our job, that is just not enough what they need. Most of them have families, and they're the sole supporters for them. So they are really facing tough times. We really need people's help, desperately. Desperately.
Desperately. And luckily for everyone who sees this, there are a couple of opportunities still to help. First, you could just donate to the Ohio Restaurant Employee Relief Fund. But before you go ahead and do that, which we absolutely encourage you to do, we do have a couple of great events coming up. One of them is the Dayton Tip Jar. So Patty, would you tell us a little bit about what the Dayton Tip Jar is?
Our industry, which we all know, has been so generous. They are always the first one. When something happens, they're always there for either food or to provide comfort. Well, this event, Tip Jar, is actually from a gentleman from Tender Mercy. It's Chris Dimmick. He had this idea of having a concert for employees, not only restaurant employees and hospitality employees, but also the musicians, because bars also employ them, as well as some restaurants that have been displaced. So he got together about 12 to 14 local acts in Dayton. They're absolutely fabulous, talented people. So I hope people do have a chance to tune into it. It's on Dayton.com's website. It's also on their Dayton.com Facebook page. And it's an hour-and-a-half fundraiser for the Ohio Restaurant Employee Relief Fund. And if you just want to spend some time, you don't have to spend the whole 90 minutes. It starts at 8 o'clock tonight and goes to 9:30. Just tune in to see some of the acts. There will be some call outs, so hopefully people will donate. There's a button right there. Our very own CEO, John Barker, has a little promo in there where he will ask you that please support the Relief Fund. And all you have to do is click a button. It's as easy as that. It's secure. And we're hoping to raise quite a few dollars from this. We'd never had a virtual concert. We actually had this in May, and now we're having a replay here in July. But I don't think the ORA's ever had a concert before. So we're pretty doggone excited about this.
Yeah,
the acts are everywhere. The acts are so different. We have a high school band that's a rock band. Then you've got a classic violinist, and then you've got your country rock band, and then you've got soul. So it's got something for everyone.
Wonderful. And like you said, this is an encore presentation. So it was live in May and it's back again tonight, Thursday, July 9th at 8:00 p.m. on Dayton.com, or you can go to Dayton.com's Facebook page and see it there. So fantastic. I'm looking forward to it. I'm going to go definitely check out a few of the acts this evening. And then maybe before I do that or at the same time, I'm going to drink some Perseverance beer. Is that right?
The Relief Fund has something brewing. We are so excited. We have a beer called Perseverance. It's available at 9 different local Central Ohio breweries. Right now, it's only available at 7 of them, but 2 more are going to come at the end of next week. And each location has just a little different take on this beer. So it's not like you're drinking 9 of the same beers. You're going to get 9 different takes on what Perseverance is. And if you need a list of the breweries, we have it on the Ohio Restaurants relief.org website. You just click on it and it will give each one of the locations there. And for each beer that's sold, the Relief Fund receives a portion of the proceeds. So we are very, very thankful to all 9 breweries that are participating in this. Again, it shows how generous our industry is.
Absolutely. And so you can try all 9. If you do, you get a little prize from them. There's a booklet and everything, just like a regular craft beer or the coffee tours that we are so popular in the area as well. Definitely check it out. 9 beers to try, lots of local breweries involved. Can you buy any of these in 6-pack, or do you have to go to the brewery themselves?
Most of them are selling it. It is on tap. There are a few where they will let you get carry-out orders for that. So make sure that you check check each one of the websites, which they will tell you what their availability is. And remember, we've got 2 more coming, so you can't have all 9 right now. So we've got two left for at least next week. So we're very, very excited about that. So if you can't donate directly to OhioRestaurantRelief.org, maybe you can have a brew on us, or maybe you can watch the tip jar concert. There's all different kinds of ways to help.
Great. So yeah, again, 3 ways to donate. You can watch the tip jar concert, you can buy a Perseverance brew, or you can go directly to OhioRestaurantsRelief.org and donate there.
Hey, Shoshana, can I just share one more thing with you? I always share this when I'm on this. I think people have to know how their money is helping people. Everyone wants to know, well, 100% of the proceeds go directly towards these grant candidates. There is no administrative fees or operating fees, but we always get a couple testimonials each day from after our grant checks are sent out, and I just love to share what they have to say. And I'm just gonna share this one. I'm beyond grateful for funding. My rent was due next week, and now I will be able to pay it. And this is even more important. I can't wait to get back to work, to my work family, because that's the way the restaurant industry is. They all think of each other as family. And this last one said, and now we're family, the Relief Fund, because we have helped them. So
that's a great way to end it. Yeah, what a wonderful sentiment to end on. Thank you so much for joining us today, Patty, and for telling us a little bit about the Relief Fund.
Thank you, Shoshana, and thank you again to all of our donors. We are very grateful for your support.
Bye.